Arteta handed fresh solution in bid to solve Arsenal's biggest top-four issue. Nketiahs has offered Mikel Arteta a chance to ease frustrations at Arsenal and proposed a dramatic change for the Premier League run-in. The Gunners are in the midst of a desperate run of form which has seen them lose 3 games on the spin, scoring just once in the process. Arteta's side head across the capital to face Chelsea on Wednesday evening, knowing they need 3 points to reignite their bid to finish in the top 4. Arsenal travel to Stamford Bridge, having scored just 45 goals this season, with only Wolves and Brighton in the top half who have managed fewer. The January sale of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has added further scrutiny to their goalscoring woes, particularly in the face of Alexander Lacazette's struggles. Lacazette, like Nketiahs, is out of contract at the end of the season and has already admitted to speaking to other clubs about his options when the window opens. Those discussions would likely be met with a less sour response if the Frenchman was doing the business on the pitch. However, since the turn of the year, he has just 1 Premier League goal, forcing the goalscoring burden onto the shoulders of players like Bukayo Saka and Emile Smith-Rowe. Nketiahs has been a man on the peripheries for much of this season, playing just 256 minutes in the Premier League, despite taking his opportunity in the EFL Cup, scoring 5 times in as many games. He did play the entire 90 minutes against Southampton, but in an interview with the Beautiful Game podcast recorded before the defeat to the Saints, the 22-year-old admitted he has been frustrated by his lack of minutes, a stance Arteta agrees with. Have your say. Will Arsenal finish in the top 4 this season? Let us know in the comments. He is right to be upset. This is what we want from the players that haven't had the minutes, Arteta explained. Especially Eddie, because if there is a player in the dressing room that deserves more chances, that is for sure Eddie. And ahead of what could be an era-defining stretch of 7 Premier League games, Nketiahs has proposed he would be more than happy to line up next to the veteran Lacazette in a formation which would resemble more like the 4-4-2 often adopted by Arsene Wenger. Yes, I really like Laka as a player, he said. As a striker you can appreciate what he does when you play in the position, and I enjoy playing with Laka. When we are down, for example, last game against Brighton or Palace, I've come on and we switch to kind of like a 2 up front. It is good. I feel like for most of my career I've played as a 1, but when you play in a 2 with someone like Laka who understands the game and you can combine and link up with, it does help. Also as a centre forward, when you are playing against a back 3 or back 2, when it's 1 it's easier for them to occupy, but when there's someone else there's more space, you can drift out of the game and go into different areas. I actually enjoy playing in a 2 and I can play with him obviously. When I have done, it's been okay. Whether Arteta is willing to take the plunge against a team like Chelsea remains to be seen, but Nketiah's offer at least gives the Spaniard something to think about and a potential solution to Arsenal's biggest issue.